The French private equity industry has confirmed its change in scale in recent years, including through the various cycles experienced since COVID. Management companies, increasingly diversified, have so far demonstrated their resilience, particularly in terms of performance. Today, accelerating liquidity is essential to enable the continued growth of our industry. Bpifrance's portfolio now includes 650 funds managed by 220 GPs. This includes 140 regional funds. These funds have invested in 13,000 underlying businesses, of which 6,400 are held in portfolio. Bpifrance has raised 350 million euros from 20,000 individual investors through its 4 Bpifrance Entreprises retail funds. Bpifrance is currently commercializing its 4th retail fund, Bpifrance Entreprises 3. In 4 years, the entry ticket has been reduced tenfold, from 5,000 to 500 euros. In 10 years, partner funds have raised 100 billion euros, of which 12 billion was provided by Bpifrance through its balance sheet and funds managed for third parties. In 2024, third-party investments managed by Bpifrance accounted for 40% of commitments, 75% of which were from France 2030, a major investment plan of France. 4 new funds of funds were launched last year with support from third-party investors, the French state and Caisse des Dépôts with EQ30 Fund and the sponsorship of the Growth II Fund of Funds, as well as sovereign and private investors. Some of these investors benefit from Bpifrance's Open Innovation Programme, offered to subscribers. 2024 marked a new commitment record. Bpifrance subscribed 1.7 billion euros in nearly 60 new national and regional funds. Subscriptions increased significantly post-COVID, despite various crises. During these years, Bpifrance has developed acceleration programs for partner GPs, with 9 cohorts in generalist and thematic programs, green industry and climate. These programs are part of the support that the Funds of Funds division provides to the French private equity industry. Bpifrance's portfolio remains balanced between venture, growth capital and private equity. Proceeds received by Bpifrance reached a record level in 2024, driven by emblematic venture capital exits and a very active fourth quarter. 50% of these distributions in 2024 came from 12 management companies, which together represent less than 25% of total subscriptions. In a more challenging fundraising environment, Bpifrance slightly increased its exposure to play a counter-cyclical role, especially during first closings. This exposure is expected to decrease as additional closings take place. The percentage of exposure varies by strategy. The dry powder of partner funds reached a record 30 billion euros, almost doubling in the last 5 years. This historic level allows funds to continue investing in startups, SMEs, and mid-sized companies. Regional funds hold 1.5 billion euros in dry powder. The vast majority of Bpifrance's activity covers national funds ranging from 100 million euros to 400 million euros, and regional funds ranging from 30 million euros to 100 million euros. Over the last 5 years, the number of invested funds has increased significantly compared to the 2015 to 2019 period, plus 65% for innovation funds, plus 50% for regional funds, and plus 30% for private equity funds. With the development of platforms, assets under management growth is accelerating. Half of Bpifrance's French partner management companies now have more than 500 million euros under management. Also, an increasing number of GPs are managing 1 billion euros or more. Subscriptions made in 2023 and 2024 enabled the launch of new strategies within platforms and the creation of new teams. French care remains a key sector. Since 2012, Bpifrance has committed €2 billion in around 40 dedicated French funds. These funds have raised €9 billion to support health sector companies. The energy and ecological transition sector has accelerated significantly in recent years. Since 2020, Bpifrance has supported over 40 dedicated funds across all capital investment stages. These funds have raised €10 billion, including €1 billion from Bpifrance. Reindustrialization remains a major issue of sovereignty. Bpifrance increasingly supports industry-focused funds, especially through the France 2030-backed National Industrial Venture Fund, already nearly 50% deployed. Industry accounts for 30% of private equity fund investments and for 50% of regional funds. As part of France 2030, Bpifrance has supported 60 funds through 3 generations of the National Seed Fund, or FNA. Over 800 startups have been financed, mostly in deep tech, a key sovereignty issue. FNA 1 and FNA 2 portfolios show a very satisfactory performance. Artificial intelligence is a priority for Bpifrance, which is also reflected in the Funds of Funds activity. Partner funds have already deployed over €2 billion in 150 AI companies in France and overseas. The amounts invested by our partner funds over the past 4 years are well above pre-COVID levels. While not reaching the exceptional levels of 2021 and 2022, investments remained substantial in 2023 and 2024, with smaller tickets but a higher number of deals. Investment activity started moderately in 2024, offset by a strong acceleration in the fourth quarter. Sector allocation remains stable compared to previous years, though it varies between national and regional funds. Exits in 2023 and 2024 were very satisfactory, with an average multiple of 2.7x. Gross performance has exceeded 2x every year for almost a decade. The quality of exits is high. However, quantity must continue to grow to demonstrate the ability to hand over to other shareholders and support each new cycle of growth. This also helps meet investors' liquidity expectations, giving them the means to make new commitments. Significant improvements in performance were seen across all sectors between the periods 2015 to 2019 and 2020 to 2024. Year after year, the healthcare sector continues to stand out. Over the past 10 years, the private equity industry has undergone a significant transformation. Professional investors provide tremendous support for our startups, SMEs, and mid-cap companies, and are now more essential than ever in light of major economic changes and sovereignty issues, including defense. The resources are there. Generating liquidity and ensuring the resilience of management companies' business models will be 2 of the key challenges in the coming cycles.